Hello. Hello. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere right here. All right, it's 5 o'clock, live from my Lanai. I got this tilted so that the sun's not in your eyes. A lot of complaints a couple weeks ago, so you're going to have to see my out of my face, all right? Yeah, it's okay. A little windy today, so I've moved this back. Couple things. My mom, as you may know, had a little bit of cancer issue there. She just had her last radiation, cancer-free, and she did it at the Cleveland Clinic. So she's coming back to Florida next week. I'm going to be taking care of her, so I'm not doing this next week. And so I won't be here next week. Okay. That's I tell you, what a crew, you know. So I might be out for 2 weeks. And it's joke night tonight. I got a couple people, some of my old friends who are very funny people. They're going to be calling in, telling a few jokes, singing a few songs. I have my 8th grade haircut back again. I'm not sure how it happened, but somehow since 8th grade, my forehead got bigger. I don't know how that happened, but that happened. And I'll start us off. Marilyn, you're going to call, why don't you call Merv up? The first joke of the night, what has 2 thumbs and shot a 40 on the backside? This guy, okay. You hear that, Butch? I got a 40 today. Okay, 86 today. Not too bad. All right. First joke of the night. So here's the first joke of the night. There was a man at a bar, and he sees a full jar of $20 bills, okay? And he looks at the bartender and goes, what's with the jar? He says, a couple $1,000. He goes, it's called the challenge bar. There's 3 challenges. If you make the 3 challenges, you get to keep all the money in the jar. And it said, he puts the $20 bill in. Woody is his name. Woody says, what are the challenges? What's the first challenge? He goes, the first challenge is you have to go out in front of the place. There's a bully who's beating everybody up, giving everybody a hard time. You got to beat the crap out of him and make him promise to go away. I can do that. What's the second challenge? Because there's a fierce pit bull in the back of the bar. He's my pit bull. He has a toothache. You got to go out back and pull that tooth. He goes, I can do that. What's the third challenge? Because my mother's 80 years old, hasn't been with a man in 30 years. You have to go upstairs, make love to my mother until she's fully satisfied. She goes, no, runs out front, beats the crap out of this guy. He promises never to come back, comes back in the bar, runs out the back, and here's this fierce pit bull, mean, and blood's flying and barking and screaming, and they're fighting back and forth. And then after about a half hour, you hear the dog whimpering a little bit, and the dog's crying a little bit. And Woody comes back in from that backside, walks into the bar, looks at the bartender and says, okay, where's the old lady with the toothache? Okay. Merv here? Okay. Merv's not here yet. Can you hear me, Merv? No, Merv's not answering the phone. Wow. Okay, forget him. It's okay. So finally, I decided I'm going to take my daughter to a bar. So call Paul up.
Oh, there he is.
Are you here?
I'm here.
Oh, hold on.
How you doing?
Hey, Merv, how you been?
I've been living the dream. How you been?
I've been doing pretty well myself. Understand you got
Uh-huh.
you got a joke for us?
I got a little story for you, boss.
Okay, well, why don't you tell us your joke?
It's not a joke. It's a truism. When I was on a cruise the other couple years ago, this happy hour starts at 11 a.m. in the morning. So I went up to the bar, and there was a couple people sitting there, too. Then I got my libation, and there was this 80-year-old woman next to me and another guy on the right of me and all down the bar. So I ordered mine, and she says, "Can I have a scotch with 2 drops of water?" And she said, "It's my birthday." So the bartender says, "I'm going to buy the drink for you because it's your birthday." Well, she downed that drink. Then the guy on the right said, "I'm going to buy another drink." So she said, "I have a scotch with 2 drops of water." All right. And then I bought her a drink, too, another scotch with 2 drops of water. And then this went on for quite a while. And then, I said, after she said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," I said, "Ma'am, I'm dying of curiosity. Why the scotch with only 2 drops of water?" Well, the old woman replies, "Sonny, when you're my age, you've learned how to hold your liquor. Holding your water, however, is another issue." All right, Eddie, you get it?
Excellent joke there, Merv. Thank you very much. Very appropriate with this crowd. It's an old crowd, Here, Marilyn. Oh, give it back to me. Call Paul. I tell you, it's an old crowd, I went to dinner with this guy. I asked him to pass the salt and pepper. Had to take 2 trips, okay? Old people here, I tell you. So I'll tell you another joke while Marilyn calls Paul. So I finally took my daughter to a bar. I said, I'm going to take my daughter to a bar. I bought her a Guinness. She didn't like it, so I drank the Guinness. Then I bought her she didn't like the Killian, so I had to drink it myself. Then I bought her a Irish whiskey. Just winced, didn't like it. Then I bought her a 20-year-old scotch just to see, but good. No, she didn't like it. So I drank it myself. Turns out I became so drunk, I could hardly push the stroller home. Ba-dum! That's a funny joke. I got Paul? Well, there's a guy. The guy wins the lottery, and he opens a bar. Okay? I'll be right with you, Paul. Opens a bar. And, he has millions of dollars now, so he just enjoy and open a bar. I walk in, and the beers were $0.25. I said, $0.25? Okay, give me a beer. Okay, how about a second? How much is a second beer? It's $0.25. Oh, I got another $0.25. How much is they're all $0.25. I go, okay, well, let me ask you something. I see there's 4 guys standing in the corner of the bar. What's with them? Oh, those are all guys from Sun City. They're waiting for happy hour. Gotta live in happy, okay. Okay, Paul, I'm gonna hook you up here. Paul Newman, he was the voice of Jackie Mason a couple weeks ago, and he's gonna tell us a short little joke, and then he's gonna do, let me introduce the Alan, he's gonna do an Alan Sherman song. Remember Alan Sherman? He was, hello, Mata, hello, that guy, only this is a different joke. He was also the voice of the Cat in the Hat on the original Cat in the Hat series, and he's gonna do everybody knows the Mexican hat dance song, but no one knows the words. Alan Sherman did the words, and Paul's going to do it live for us. Paul, let me put you on the mic here. Can you hear it? Mike, say a few words. Okay.
Are we there?
Yeah, we're here. I'm going to put your picture on here. There he is.
All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right, I was playing golf this morning with a friend of mine. Got on the first hole, got to the end of the first hole. Looked like he was having a few too many shots. I said, "Bro, what'd you get on that hole?" He said, "Depressed."
He got depressed. Oh. Not home. Okay.
Ready?
Are you ready for the song? The Mexican Hat Dance, Alan Sherman song.
Oh, Americans dance on a dance floor, and the Spaniards, they dance on a table, and the Russians, they dance on a saber, but the Mexicans dance on their hats. Oh, they dance on hot coals in Calcutta. In Wisconsin, they dance on fresh butter, which they squeeze from one cow or another. But the Mexicans dance on their hats. There are Mexicans dancing on derbies, Mexicans dancing on caps. They just throw their fedoras wherever the floor is and start doing horas and taps. They don't quit.
They don't quit.
They go on.
They go on.
It's a Mexican custom to take hats and bust them by doing a dance thereupon. Well, the reason they shot Pancho Villa was he danced on his mother's mantilla, and the message did not reach Garcia. He was out somewhere dancing on hats. There's a fellow in West Acapulco, the most elegant man you could meet. He does sambas on Hamburgs to tunes of Sig Roberts, and sometimes the nutcracker swing.
Ho, ho, ho.
So take care and beware. Oh, they'll put castanets on and ruin your Stetson, 'cause they all think they're gonna fair. Oh, if you're ever in Mexico proper and you're wearing a straw hat or topper, when the band starts to play, call a copper. 'Cause by now you should know that they'll grab your chapeau, they'll stomp till it's flat, and that's it. That's what Mexicans do to your hat.
Ole! Ole!
Ole.
Paul, that was big. Paul, baby. Paul's an old friend of mine. Very nice, Paul. Maybe we'll call you in a couple weeks. I'm already off a couple weeks, so you be well out in California out there, all right? Thank you.
Give your mama a hug for me.
I will do that. Thank you. Okay. Marilyn, you're going to call Jake now. And I will tell another joke. This one goes out to my brother Murray, who's a big reader of philosophy. This is a philosophical joke, so you probably aren't going to get it. But if you're into Descartes, this is a Descartes. How many Descartes jokes have you heard lately? None. So Descartes walks into a bar. Murray, I hope you were listening. And the bartender says to Descartes, "So, you want a scotch?" And Descartes says, "No, I think not." And then Descartes vanishes. Think about it. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. I knew that would go over big. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, let me do one more before I call Jake up here. Jake, you there?
I am here.
Oh, he is there. Well, let me do one more joke before I get you. I can't start you after the Descartes joke. Huh? And so I'll do a little golf joke.
You can have it. Are you sure?
No, there's a nun. He's outside of a man drops in a couple bucks in a nun tin cup outside of a bar. And then nun starts a tirade about how evil alcohol and drinking is. Finally, he looks at the nun and says, "Have you ever had any alcohol?" The nun screams, "I would never have alcohol." And the man says, "Well, why don't you come in? I'll buy you a drink. You got to at least see how bad it is. I mean, how do you know how bad? I would never walk into that place, that evil place." He says, "I'll tell you what I'll do, though. I'll empty my tin cup, and you could pour some in, and at least I'll try it, okay?" Okay. So she empties the tin cup, grabs the tin cup, and goes inside of the bartender and says, "Give her some of the best scotch you got." The bartender looks at him and says, "Is that nun outside again?" Okay. Okay, Jake, you there?
Harold, I am here.
Okay, why don't you tell us a joke?
Okay, you want to hear a joke? I got a joke. So here we go. Mo the monk joins the monastery and agrees to take a 2-year vow of silence, after which he can speak only 2 words before renewing that same vow. So, 2 years pass, the head monk comes to Mo, says, "Hey Mo, what are your 2 words for this time?" He says, "Bed, hard." Okay, so that's it, Mo. That's it for Mo for another 2 years. And the time passes, head monk comes back, says, "Okay, Mo, what do you got to say this time, Mo?" He said, "Food, bad." So that's it for Mo for another 2 years. And the time passes, head monk comes back, says, "Okay, Mo, what you got this time?" He says, "I quit." He said, "Well, I'm not surprised. You've been complaining since you got here."
All right, Jake has a... What's the name of the song you're going to do, Jake?
Okay. The name of the song I could sing is... Actually, I want to dedicate this song before I say that. I'm dedicating this song to all the cart people out there.
Oh, hey!
And so, all the cart people... Exactly, because when I tune in, I always hear that meat, meat, meat. And it cracks me up every time. So I have to get inspired. So if I could just hear those horns again.
Horns, let's hear the horns. I'm going to turn the camera on them maybe a little bit because everybody wants to see these guys. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so here comes the song. This is a song, and Harold, you're going to help me out on this one,
I will try. What's the name of it?
Oh, no, you're going. I don't want to hear it. I'll try.
Oh, I will.
This is an old song. Mose Allison wrote it. Any jazz fans out there? And this particular song has a blues flavor to it. The title is... Oh, I forgot the title already. The title is "Your Mind Went on Vacation, but Your Mouth is Working Overtime."
Hold on. Your mind is on vacation, and your... What was that? And your mouth is working overtime. Okay, I'm going to get an envelope here. Okay. Why don't you start it? I'll try to fill in around the edges. Okay.
Yeah. I need a harmonica on this one, Harold.
Okay.
Well, here we go. You're sitting there yakking right in my face, coming exactly like you own the place. You know, silence was golden. You couldn't raise a dime. Because your mind is on vacation, your mouth is working overtime. You're quoting figures, you're dropping names, you're telling stories, you're playing games. You're always laughing that things ain't funny. You're trying to sound just like your big, big money. You know, talk was criminal. You lead a life of crime. Because your mind is on vacation, your mouth is working overtime. All right, Harold.
One more.
Short, talk is cheap. Don't make promises that you can't keep. You don't like this song, well, grin and bear it. Well, all I can say is if the shoe fits, wear it. And if you're gonna keep talking, at least make it right. Because your mind went on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. All
right. loved it, Jake. Hold on. Here's the carts. The picture of the carts. Anybody wants to see the carts? There they are.
All right.
Thank you so much, Jake. I want to tell you, Jake, maybe the funniest guy I've ever known. Shut him off. Shut him off. I'm going to say bad things about him now. No. Hey, I grew up with Jake, and you know what, Jake? Stay on. I will do another number later on, okay? Or we'll call you back. No, stay on.
If the money's right.
It ain't right. I tell you, it's not.
He's staying on?
Yeah, he's gonna stay on. If not, we'll call him. I'll do one more joke, then I'll do a couple numbers here.
Tampa trade.
I'm not doing Tampa trade. I brought the words this time, though, in case we do it later on, okay? So there's three Scotsmen, Nick, Jock, and Patty, and they're looking about what pub they want to go to. Nick says, hey, I got a pub. You buy 3 18-year-old scotches for $2 each, and you get 3 free scotches. That's not too bad. And Jock says, hey. I know where you buy 3 scotches for $1 and you get 6 free scotches. Oh, that's not too bad. Wait, Patty, I got a place. You drink all night with the best booze you got all night long. Then afterwards you go upstairs and you get laid all for free. They go, holy cow, where's that place at? He goes, I'm not sure, but my sister goes there all the time. Oh, we're going to have a problem with the dirty jokes later. A little off-color joke. Okay. Boy, that did not go. Okay. That's all right. Ooh, tough crowd. Very tough crowd. Okay. All right. Let me pull out the guitar and do a couple numbers for you real quick. Okay, exactly 50 years ago, this day in history, Elvis did something. I'm not sure what it was, but this is in commemoration of that, a little Elvis thing. I looked it up. Wasn't much going on. Return to sender. Return to sender. Gave a letter to my postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning, he brought that letter back. She wrote upon it, return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. We had a quarrel, a lover's spat. Alright, I'm sorry, but my letters keep coming back. Oh, bah. So I dropped it in the mailbox and sent it special D. Bright and early next morning, well, it came right back to me. She wrote upon it, return to sender. Return to sender. No such number, no such zone. Well, this time I'm gonna take it myself and put it right in her hand. If it comes back the very next day, well, I know I'll understand the writing on it. Return to sender. Return to sender. Address unknown. No such number. No such zone. Return to sender. Return to sender. Okay, little Elvis. Okay, everybody loves little Elvis. Come on.
Tampa train.
No Tampa train. Maybe later. When the night. Maybe I will play a little. Here's one I haven't done yet, and This is number 7, if you can believe that. This is the 7th one.
I'm running on a music now.
This is Mike Marshall Tucker, if you're familiar with him. We'll play a little crazy harmonica on this one. Hold on, let me turn things down a little bit. It seems a little loud. And hello. Let me try. I got the people off, so I got to turn. Oh, there it is. Hello. Okay. Gonna take a freight train down to the station. I don't care where it goes. Gonna climb a mountain, high mountain, jump off, nobody's gonna know. Can't you see? How can't you see? Oh, what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Gonna find me a hole in the wall. I'm gonna crawl inside and die. That lady, mean old woman, never told me goodbye. But can't you see? How can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? How can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Ticket as far as I can. I ain't never coming back. I'm gonna take a southbound all the way to Georgia till that train runs out of track. Well, can't you see? How can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? All right, little Marshall Tucker. All right, little crazy blues, little crazy blues.
Can't play golf.
I had a 40 on the back. People are making fun of my golf here. Come on. All right, I'll do one little quick blues song before I go to Jake. Jake, you still there? Okay, that's good. I think James Taylor redid that. I forget who originally did this. I'm a steady rolling man, and I roll both night and day. Hold on, I got the wrong harmonica in here. Well, I got the wrong harp. That is not good. You gotta have the right harmonica in there. I gotta get to the guy who's putting this all together and give him a piece of my mind. There, it's the F. There it is. Sorry about that, Chief. I'm a steady rolling man, and I roll both night and day. Oh, I'm a steady rolling man. Well, I roll both night and day. I haven't got a sweet woman. Oh, boys, be rolling this way. You can't give your sweet woman everything she wants in one time. You can't give your sweet woman everything she wants in one. Well, boy, she gets rambling on her brain, some other man on her mind. Short version there, whatever. Okay. Well, is Jake? He's not Jake. Jake there?
No.
Oh yeah, call him up. All right. Well, now on the second part of the show today.
He's still there, Jake. You still there?
He's still there?
I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I was on. I put it on mute, so I didn't want to.
Oh, not like Merv the other day when he was having a fight with his wife on the mic. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
just to let you know, Nancy and I are getting along just great. We're not in any danger of that.
oh well, that's nicest wife.
Meep meep.
Okay, I got a couple beeps there. Okay. Well, we're going to do a little history of humor thing here with Jake. We're going to do the farmer's daughter history. So this gets a little R-rated. So if you don't like R-rated stuff, turn me off because I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Farmer's daughter, it's people under 50 years old probably don't remember it. You know, it was a fantasy about, men would fantasize about going to the farmer and they had his daughter. And somehow, and then there was a joke somewhere, okay? But the ending line wasn't funny. It was the journey, the fantasy of getting there was the humor in it, okay? Kind of like that movie. What movie was that, Jake? Anyway.
Psycho?
No, not that movie. The Penn and Teller joke movie. What was that? Aristocrats. You ever seen Aristocrats?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a funny joke, but it's the okay. And that's what this is kind of. Okay. So let me give you a couple of these jokes, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then we're going to do a song about. Somebody wrote a song on the farmer's daughter joke. Okay. So this is R-rated, so I'm just warning you. Okay. So a man buys a brand new motorcycle, and the salesman gives him a bottle of Vaseline and says, if it starts to rain, put the Vaseline on the seat that'll protect the leather. He goes, okay, okay. Well, son of a gun, if that motorcycle doesn't break down in front of a farm, wouldn't you know it? And he goes in and they're starting to have dinner. He goes, oh, why don't you join us for dinner, the farmer says. And the salesman says, oh, okay. And the farmer says, here's the deal on our dinner, though. We don't talk at dinner. And if we talk, you have to clean the dishes. And the salesman says, well, I don't mind doing the dishes. And then he looks and he sees in the other room the dishes, thousands of dishes. They haven't cleaned the dishes in nobody has talked apparently in years. And he is not washing all those dishes. Apparently they get new dishes every meal. So this salesman is a creepy guy, and he sees the farmer's daughter next to him, and he starts flirting with her. Next thing you know, he knows they're not going to say anything. So he grabs her, throws her on the floor, and they're making love on the floor with the farmer. And the farmer, can't talk, right? And sits back on his chair. I better get ready for this one. Then he sees the wife, and the wife's a nice-looking older woman, but still, no. He grabs the wife, and next thing you know, they're making love on the floor, and the farmer, he can't say nothing, so that's just the way it goes. And next thing you know, the salesman looks outside and says, uh-oh, it's starting to rain. So he pulls out his little jar of Vaseline. Finally, the farmer says, okay, I'll do the dishes. Okay. And here's one as dirty as that one. Okay. So, two salesmen drive in, and of course the car breaks down in front. That's how it goes. And the farmer says, well, and they call a taxi who can't come till the next day, as the story always goes. It's the same story over and over. Says, you could sleep upstairs, but you can't touch my beautiful young daughter. They go, okay. And if you do, I'm going to shoot you. He goes, okay. Next morning, they're at breakfast, and the farmer says, okay, I know you guys were messing with my daughter. I put private